Commas are perhaps the most misunderstood punctuation marks. People tend to think of them as they do sprinkles on an ice cream cone. They just toss them wherever they feel like it. But commas serve a purpose. Use them to set off non-essential information in a sentence. Commas around a phrase or clause are an indication that you can drop that information and still understand the sentence. For instance, if I'm writing about my husband, I say, "My husband George is a retired journalist." Commas around George because I only have one husband. You don't need to know his name to understand the sentence. On the other hand, I have two sisters. So if I'm writing about my sisters and I say, "My sister Diane teaches at a university," don't put commas around her name. You need to understand which sister I'm referring to. If you had put commas around her name, it would indicate you could drop the information. Because I have two sisters, you cannot drop the information. Here's another example. Students who study hard do well on the quizzes. Do not put commas around who study hard because otherwise you wouldn't know which students I'm referring to. So, remember this. If you need the information because it's essential to the meaning of the sentence, do not put commas around it. Use commas to set off non-essential information in a phrase or clause. This is editing tip number 7.